Few of you have been asking me about proteins and what's the best protein powder to get. So I thought I'd just run quickly through with you a couple of things that are good with protein. This is Hecky's. So when you're shopping for a protein powder, what you want to look for is you want to get a whey isolate protein. Okay, so there is two that you'll see a lot of, which is whey concentrate and whey isolate. They go through the same filtration system, so they remove the carbs, the fats and the lactose out of the whey. But Hercules, get away from that, darling. Isolate is pretty much 90% and concentrate is 80%. There's unprocessed wheys and then there's processed wheys. So when they say the term concentrate, it can give the person who's making it room to add crap and get away with it. So always look for an isolated whey protein. And also when you're looking for your proteins, I'll show you one that I've got here. So you don't want extra carbs, you don't want extra sugars, you want your sodium to stay quite low. If you can see, I'll bring it up. This one has 25.5 grams of protein per serve. The carbs are 1.4 grams. The sugar itself is 0.3 grams and the sodium is 59. Okay, so when you're looking, just have a look at the 100 gram section and compare it to others that you see there. And remember, you're looking for isolated whey at the same time, okay? Yeah, so isolated is definitely the way to go. It helps with the muscle growth, it helps with the muscle repair, and you know, when you're exercising, you need that. This one is pretty good, I think. There's no synthetic ingredients, there's no unnecessary filtrations, there's no artificial additives. You want to look for, when you're searching for your protein powders, you want to look for less ingredients. There's no reason to have too much ingredients in a protein powder. That's not what we're after protein. So this one's got whey protein isolate, natural flavors, organic vanilla bean, natural sweetener, which is stevia, so that's from a plant. It tastes pretty much like sugar. And yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know when it comes to that. Just sort of keep your proteins high, your carbs extremely low. There's no need for sugar really in there. Your sodiums, you want to keep them lower, especially if you know that you're a person that adds salt to a lot of your foods, like I am. So yeah, this one is 30 grams, so it's 59. So you want to stick sort of somewhere around there. Don't go any higher. Some of them that I saw today were like up with just in the 30 grams, they were up at like 190. So, you know, really look out for that sodium intake. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about your proteins. And every few days I also add a bit of no whey protein. So this is a collagen protein, it's not a whey protein. It's a bit more intense, and every couple of days I'll add about 15 grams into my normal protein powder. And yeah, it's really good because the amino acids lock in to the areas that it needs it. So for someone that suffers celiacs or gut issues like I do, I have celiac disease, and being on a gluten-free diet, a lot of the time people tell you something's gluten-free, it turns out it's not, and you suffer for days. So this is a good way of targeting those areas and making sure that you stay on top of your good gut health. So you could also add a bit more protein into your shakes as well for, you know, repairing your muscles. So this one here is dairy-free, gluten-free, all natural, GMO-free, no synthetics, pretty much no sugar. So on the side here, I don't know if you can read that, but it says 18 gram scoops. Pretty much you've got your protein, which is lower than your standard whey protein. But if you're boosting it, then obviously it's going to be higher, isn't it? So it's 16.7 grams. And your carbs, pretty much nothing there, pretty much nothing in the sodium, it's 6.3, and yeah, your sugars 0.004, so practically nothing as well. So yeah, I'll just read a little bit on the back of this one so you can sort of understand it a little bit more. So the amino acids target tissue directly. Once at a target site, they will work like a key in a lock to force change. and supply the required amino acids to make that change possible. Most other protein sources will just be a source of amino acids and have no power to control how or where these amino acids work. So yeah, it's pretty good for building your muscle and losing weight. So I recommend highly this one too if you do have gut issues and if you want to up your protein slightly.